Are the Chicago Bears done signing free agents? Is there going to be any more signings for the Bears in free agency with the season still a few months away? But of course, we're getting closer and closer. So let's talk about what is going on, y'all. Fast Sports all back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. As you can tell, I am in an undisclosed location. Just here trying to get the news out for you guys so you guys know wherever I'm at, the grind don't stop. So let's talk about this, all right? Are the Bears done adding free agents? For the most part, I'm going to say any notable free agents, yes. Okay? And what I mean by that, any significant big name guys, if you will, I don't think the Bears are going to sign those guys. Okay? So there are a couple of receivers still out on the market, some big names, if you will. Odell Beckham Jr. is out there. Julio Jones is still out there. We know the receiver spot is a weakness for the Bears. So, yeah, I don't foresee it. And here's why. If they were going to do it, they would have done it by now. Plain and simple. If the Bears were going to sign a big-time free agent, they would have done it by now. Okay? We're in June. Training camp starts next month, mid to late July, somewhere around there. And then before you know it, the season's here. So we're pretty much at the point now where, again, we had the huge flurry of free agency, then we had the draft, and now it's the dead point of the offseason, right? So I don't foresee them signing any big names because if they wanted to, why wait till now? Could they still sign any other free agents, right? Whether they be, any other acquisitions, if you will, not big names. Possibly, but I'm going to probably say that it's likely not going to happen. Look, we just recently signed a couple of bodies on the wide receiver room, if you will. And I'm saying bodies, if you will, because they're really not adding much to the room. We got Tajay Sharp, if you will. And then they signed Dante Pettis. Hopefully they contribute, but they're just guys, right? They're not very impactful. And the wide receiver room is a room we still need improvement. It's the weakest spot on the roster in terms of a position. But, folks, like I said, if they were going to do it, they would have done it by now. And there's so many damn receivers now we have. Again, they're not very good, but there were so many we have, right? Just off the top of my head, Darnell Mooney, right? We have him. We obviously have Velus Jones Jr. We've got Byron Pringle. We've got David Moore. We've got Equanimous St. Brown. We've got, like I just mentioned, Dante Pettis. We've got Tajay Sharp, right? So many guys. Not everyone's going to make the roster. Didn't even mention Daz Newsome. The point is, there's so many guys, but I just don't see it. Could we use a right guard? Yes. The offensive line could use improvement, right? We could still use the right guard, maybe someone they pick up in free agency. At that spot, we could use some more depth at the linebacker spot behind Roquan Smith. But for the most part, don't expect it. I think this is the roster we're set with. We're going into 2022 with. I think Ryan Poles is pretty much done shaping this roster, at least this offseason. Now, that doesn't mean we can't trade players. We can't do that. But for the most part, signing free agents, I don't foresee that happening anymore in terms of the offseason. For the most part, I think we're done. And so now it's just looking forward to training camp and the season. So I know a lot of you guys want to throw out other names out there. I want to as well. But just don't see it. But I could be wrong. Let me know what you guys think. Are the Bears done signing free agents in the off season? Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.